and the chief and all the tribe,
Oh,
decided that they were going to go after that captain's family,
uh,
and
balls out
they,
here.
yeah, you can look up to where they took a baby,
Oh no.
and the chiefs to ended the babies,
Uh, uh,
yeah, I'm just gonna leave it
uh,
there, you know what I
uh,
mean, and that's called the
yeah,
Moors,
yeah,
and it stems
yeah.
around our parts. That's what it comes down to. It's
You may,
that's where the two collided of curses like between each other, because they both hurt innocent children. Like, because Pocahontas was only like 12 or so. I think she wasn't old when
yeah,
she
she was. I think. No, I think I want to say she was. I think 14 and a half, 15
somewhere
ish. She was.
between
Yeah,
there. Well,
still,
she
but still, that's
was
yeah.
young.
It's
She's
not
still
like
young.
12. She's still yeah.
Pocahontas was still young,
She's
too young.
old enough to get fucking married, dude. That's the whole thing. Too.
Back
They were
then,
trying
they
to
were old
like.
enough to get married and do whatever. You know what I mean? So like technically, you can't say
That's
much of anything, because
and
like if you think about
Bible
it, some of our grandparents, they married
history.
somebody when they were 15 years old and married a 20-year-old. You know what I mean? It's
History
just kind
lesson.
of crazy to think about that.
What year was this, by the way? 18. Let's give these folks a history lesson. 18 what? What year was this? Like 18, bro. Come on, dog. Like, or maybe what was this? Is that 17?
I
Early
think it
seven
was
or late
17 something, like
something.
seven in the 17 late
Just said
1700s, like
something.
mid towards mid
Yeah,
to late 17. I have to look at the
to
dates,
be fair, that's not even that long ago, dude.
but you had a lot of
We
times where, think about the dates. Everything's done by numerology. So when you had the year 1777, go ahead and look it up. Some of the strange events that happened,
yeah,
or
my boy.
or just it's all numerology.
When did we start using like horseback? Like when was the first thing of like cars? Cars were invented at what? Like,
Well,
because that's
they
not.
probably were they probably
Because
were invented a lot sooner than they gave us.
this is actually fucking the first actual like say weapon, like just a gun, like a gun, the first gun ever,
I
the first
I
weapon.
would say I'd say any more any
I think
more
it's a hand grenade.
things that
No,
you talk about on
gun,
here,
gun.
algorithm wise, it just isn't worth talking about. Like
Yeah,
most
dude.
people that are from the country, or you're from an area where you mean that you've had to either hunt for
Yeah,
your food, or you've had to I don't know, just simply sit in the
that's
bushes
true.
and wait for something to see what you get. People know about what it
I'm
is
not.
to
I'm not
get
thinking of
food.
it. I'm not thinking of that. I'm not thinking of war. I'm not thinking of that at all. I'm thinking of like squirrel hunting, dude. Like
Look at
food. Yeah, like
yeah,
let's go get
squirrel
fucking dinner.
squirrel hunting.
Fuck off.
Squirrel hunting. I'm not a big fan of squirrel
Huh.
hunting, to be honest. They're like,
Hey.
but
Uh,
they do
yeah.
suck when you're in the woods waiting for a deer and the squirrels come and they sound like a deer rustling in the leaves. You're like, damn it,
Yeah, it could be
but you
anything, but still,
get
you have to make sure you have to call it out. You know, hey, if anyone's there, you
come
better make
here, deer.
sure. Dude, that's the scary thing too, dude. Have you ever actually seen like videos or photos of fucking elk? Because I've eaten elk sticks. We
My
should
grand
try them. If you're from around here, I got elk sticks on deck, dude. They're
my
gnarly. They're
my
good, dude.
grandfather
They
went somewhere and got an
that's
elk. He actually had it hanging over his bedroom. He had it hanging over his bed, from his
bedroom.
wall all of his life while he was married to my grandmother, and she always would say that it always felt like it was gonna fall on her. I was like, I would suck to try to sleep and like think that this
But
elk's gonna fall on me.
dude, have you ever seen one though? Like walking?
I
Like
mean,
they're.
no,
I
he went
wonder if you.
out west, I think, more to get that elk. Like there's not too many elk around here. I don't
There's
even
that
think there's
guy.
any elk unless they walked in the wrong area.
I'm
Usually,
thinking about that, dude. Dude, humans are fucked up. We could survive through some crazy ass shit. Wow. I
well, we
remember the
say
guy.
that.
He had a 22. He had a 22, man. Supposedly he took down a fucking elk. Remember that was the guy who lived in that school bus. Remember that story? You remember that story, guys? The guy who lived in a fucking school bus. He wanted to
You're
go.
talking
I
about
don't
Paul
know.
Bunyan.
I don't know if
I'm
his
kidding.
parents
What's up,
were like.
Jojo?
Remember that story though? He lived in a school bus.
Well, I look at it this way: if you're
He died
going to
from
hunt, if you're going
uh,
to hunt, you eat it and
right.
you use it and you try to do what you can with the animal, because that's still God's blessing. It's food.
It is.
So people that are out to just get it to get it, that's weird. It's a little different to say it like that. because you can always make jerky. You can always do some good stuff, and people love jerky. And people, you can hand out jerky, and I promise you, in your
You
town, you won't have enough
don't
jerky
know how to
to
like
go
get
around because
part of
everybody
it.
will want it. You know what I mean?
But
Everybody says that they don't like hunting until they want jerky, and they're
yeah,
like, "Oh, is that beef jerky, deer jerky?" You know what I mean? They all want jerky. Y'all just don't want to know how you have to get it.
here's a good question for you, dude. Do you enjoy fishing?
Yeah, dude. I used to. That was
Okay.
my sanctuary, man. For a while when I was growing up, I'd go by myself. I didn't want to be. I
Do
got
you know?
bullied in high school. I used to go fishing and be by myself, so I
So
didn't
do
have to
you
hear anyone.
well, you know how to skin your descale a fish and gut a fish and all that jazz. Now people probably make fun of you because of that dumb shit, because you know what the fuck you're doing.
Well,
So now when it's sold to Survivor, now they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, what's up, homie?" Like that's kind of fucked up. That's like
yeah.
where we, like,
I guess in a farm
that's
pond though, it's not hard to catch fish in farm ponds and stuff, especially if you just you and I mean you guys stock it and you take care of it and do stuff. Um, it's not that hard,
what's
but
your
it's
biggest
fun for
pet?
the kids and it still teaches the kids how to
Oh,
fish. So
I'll get more
you can
people
feed your kids fish all your life, but when
with
you
that.
teach them to fish, they'll eat the rest of their lives. That's what they
Imagine,
always say.
imagine if more kids put down the like iPads and iPhones and went out fishing, dude.
Well, that's
Like,
not going to happen because we're in a
yeah,
different era. If we were in
yeah,
the era of like back in the day where they were raving and going to Woodstock and I mean they didn't have all this stuff, like it's just different now. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But
Like
what we have to look at it in a positive way is that these kids have more access to knowledge and information than we ever had, really.
that is true because I've never seen a blue lobster until I was on the internet. You know, like,
Like
huh?
I know when I was younger, they didn't have DJ stuff that was on freaking your phone that you could sit there and like act like you're DJing on your phone, just
Or
different
like,
stuff.
Dude, kids
It's
are,
just
like
are
crazy
so
stuff.
smart nowadays.
I'm
It's crazy.
gonna be real, and this is all I gotta say about this one is AI scares the living shit out of me. I'm gonna leave it at that. AI is scaring the living shit out of me.
Well, look at it this way though. Um, What
I
I
don't
think
even
it's
know
going
where.
to do is it's going to AI is coming whether we like it or not. It's already here. I mean, people use it though still, and they love it. Okay, so we can sit here and say all we want bad about it, but the positive sides of AI is look at some of the creative art it does with you. Like if you take a picture and put it into an AI format and it makes it into some cartoon, and people love that shit. Don't say you don't, because like you used to go pay
That's
$35 to
it is.
have a character. You used to pay $35 to $40 to have a character done at Kennywood or somewhere
When
Six Flags or Geauga Lake or SeaWorld or wherever you were, you paid
how
40,
much
50
money
bucks to have
they're
a
making, bro.
character.
Imagine how much money they're making off. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm thinking, yeah. Okay,
But
yep.
you can view it, yeah, per perspective is view it as negative or positive. And now there's so many artists that think about this. There's a lot of artists that don't deserve the paparazzi and they get all their bullshit. And if they're able to not have to go out in public and go to like go to a freaking commercial, and if they want to use their face and they want to get paid still, I don't see any problem in it because AI can make them look exactly like they're doing it. I don't really give a shit. It's a commercial, you
Remember,
know, and it saves them time having to go out, and it saves them time to live their life maybe more with their family. So there's positive things of AI. I'm just saying, like, there's people
remember,
see it all as negative. It's not.
it's yeah. That's a fact. That is a fact. But no, the fact that it scares me is this that it's where it's heading off to, like, cause it's heading off to, like, literally like to where it's starting to get scary. Like where I hear a song and I can't verify if this is the correct song or not the correct song. Like it's that like but there where was I going with it even before that, bro? Like where even me on YouTube, people have fake AI shit, right? I posted it on my page. It was pretty, and if you didn't know the difference, obviously, you wouldn't know. But it's like even I'm thinking, if we would have had AI before all this shit, like we're just stepping into this. This
I don't think we're
is
just
like,
stepping into anything, man. That's what you think that we're just stepping into something. Like that's the whole perspective of thinking that stuff hasn't been around for a while and that it hasn't just been for certain select people to be able to take advantage of and
huh?
use and
For real.
companies
I don't think
and
so.
your multi-billionaires and stuff. Like people think that these health pods haven't been around for a while or
I,
just different
I
things, and they've been around. It's just we're not. We're common folk. Like I hate to say it like that, but
Nah,
like
nah, 'cause
in
when it
in,
comes
in
to
reality of back in the
health,
day, we would be the peasants. We're the peasants, whether we
dude,
want to sit here
dude,
and admit it or not. But
dude,
we are not the royalty
dude.
as they would be back in the day. So
Unless you got money, shit.
that's
But
how they
yeah,
treat us.
it's just it's just a different
I
world
shall
now.
kill the king and take the throne.
Uh,
That this shit. I'm just thinking like I wish we would. I wish we would have stayed with like Nintendo 64 and like PS1 and like flat flats like flat. Remember the old flat model TVs, that type shit. Like fuck all this plasma shit. Like I wish we would have stayed with the old shit. That's just me though.
the old shit. This is the reality. Everybody
But it's not gonna.
everybody wants to feel safe, but nobody wants to have their privacy taken. Everybody knows that there's drones in the sky. Everybody knows there's cameras all over your doorbells, your phones, your TVs, everything, anything that can get tapped into with a computer chip or has access to internet can be
They're,
tapped into and looked through
dude,
as a screen, as a screen. You know what I mean? Because that's just the way it
they're
is.
not safe
Uh,
anywhere. No,
so
but
you can't
they're
hide, and you
there ain't no
can't
privacy.
you can't sit here and be scared of shit. So what's there to be scared of when the worst thing they do to you is send you to the other realm where you can probably be way more powerful if you've had a great life and you've been a positive and you've been a genuine person and you've been out here to do great things. So I always look at it this way: embrace it, because you only live in this cycle one time.
Not
So
but of that.
do what you.
The word that you used is was a good word, but they're like it's not. Meh. It's basically like invasion of privacy because it's like imagine. You know why? This is like, okay. I don't even want. You can't talk. Yeah, you gotta watch what you say on live.
Yeah,
Uh,
you do. You got to watch what you
remember,
say on
remember,
lives anymore. So that's
remember
why I
how
said, watch out.
real quick. Here's how you word this shit, guys. Remember how
Don't word it. Don't word it.
remember how the SRs used to have like cool ass names? Like really like what the fuck is this guy's names for? Like he did the worst heinous shit possible. You give him this crazy name? Like that's not cool. So but why don't we hear about SRs anymore? That was my question to like everybody and no one could befuddle me this question, man. Like what the fuck? Like what happened? Like remember back in the 80s that in 90s, early 90s? I remember I was you that's when they said you have to be in before the lights go off, dog.
Well,
Remember?
9 o'clock whistle. That was
Right?
always mine in our town. It was
There
a 9 o'clock whistle. If you weren't
I
home before the 9 o'clock whistle,
I
and I
share
would
you.
be pedaling my bike
Share.
fast and wait till the whistle ended
I
even.
mean, because
But 9 o'clock whistle
you
meant be in
start
the house,
a little bit.
and they had that commercial saying, "Do you know where your kids
Yeah,
are?"
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but this wasn't even. But now all that shit stopped. That's what scares me because
Well,
I
now
have a
you know
daughter.
where your kids are by your electronic devices. You can put them on Life 360. You can tell them where they're at all times. You can say, "Hey, I see you walking down the street. I see where you're at." Like, and that's where I said, what you want
This
to see is an illusion, and that's what this world is at this point. Like, when you start seeing that the world's already controlled because everything's being watched, everything's being, viewed upon, and everything's being in a controlled manner,
we're
it's
fucked.
it's a lot
Fuck.
way it's a lot different way you're going to move after
Even
that. And I don't want to say that that's awakening. I think it's just coming to the reality of like,
no, no, you're
money
right. No,
money
no,
talks, money
you
talks,
need to shut
bullshit
the fuck
walks.
up.
Uh,
Like,
Cash rules everything
here,
around me, but a king that sits there and puts values on other things other than, a lot of
mm,
people would rather have money in their pocket than tangible assets. A lot of people would rather have money than a lot of things in
that's
life,
weird,
and that's where you see a lot of people trade everything that they stand on for something to put in their pockets.
dude.
At the end of the day, then they realize that didn't even make them happy,
I
that they were really searching for
I
love,
never,
peace, and
I never.
kindness, and try to find some people to spend memories and make and do great things for
That's
for
the main
people, I
thing.
guess, in a
That's
way.
the main thing. Make sure while we're still here that we love and cherish who's close by. But the main thing that scares me now, that's making me think, why are they making cyber trucks and cyber this and cyber that? If an EMP goes off, we're
It's a,
what are we gonna do?
you
There's
got to look at it
nobody
as
ever
investments.
in the dark. For real, for real. Everything is gone.
Look at
Those
it
are,
as an investments into the
you better learn
future.
how
You
to
know what I mean?
hunt
So
real quick, bro. You better learn how to like squirrel meat, cuz. Like, you lucky. I know how to like. I'm a good hunter. I got bows. I got arrows. Shit, we should exchange each
heck
other's
yeah,
numbers. I'm starting
I
sick of
like
worried about.
I
Yeah,
like the nice
you know
cross.
what that is, right? The electromagnetic, pulse. Oh man, there goes all our shit, bro. We're in the dark. Oh, excuse me, but
Well,
yeah,
not really.
we're
Like, there's a lot of ways naturally that you could create electricity, and that's why
no, we're
Tesla
gonna
was
let
on to
that
more.
just
That's
develop.
why Tesla was on to more things. Even back in the pyramid days,
All
they
you
had electricity by what they did smartly, and it was free. It wasn't that they were charging everybody for electricity. It's just nowadays that's how the world, and that's how these companies that are owned by some of the most elite people. That's how they're able to still continue to make money off the peasants, and that's
bro. Wait,
continually us. Like
wait.
it's us. Like we are the ones that are paying a lot of these bills and paying everything for these places to run and
We
keep
are.
funding them their
We're
money.
fucking taxpayers, man. Yeah.
Well,
We're paying for
yeah.
everything. Whenever I get pulled over by a cop, I'm paying you to pull me over.
Well, yeah. Your
Makes
taxes
sense.
go to a lot of things, I
Yeah.
guess you could say.
You're paying
What
to
do
search
they
my
go to
fucking
good things?
right now. You know?
No
And
taxation with no taxation without representation. Do you understand me?
and
That
and
goes way back in the day. No
people
taxation without representation.
people
Uh,
need to learn the word lawyer. Jesus Christ. I see people lawyer. It's not a hard word to learn. Lawyer.
No, I don't. I don't
Oh my
particularly
God.
like too many
People
lawyers. I
gotta
was my own lawyer. I liked myself. I looked in the mirror. I was like, "You're a good lawyer.
lawyer.
You're like the fucking lawyer that everybody would really want them on their side." And I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, "You're going to do a
Oh,
great job today as a lawyer." And
you
then I fucking poured up in court. And I was like, I was pretty decent as a lawyer for not taking a bar exam.
no. It's not hard to even represent yourself to be
No,
bad.
it's actually a
No.
lot easier to be a lawyer when you're telling the truth than having to be in lying
Yeah,
scumbag like off
exactly.
a
Like I
devil's
said,
advocate.
like this. I put my hand on the Bible, right?
Well,
Right?
that's
Right?
bullshit because that's
But
bullshit
yeah,
too
because that's
because in
some
those
people like
courts
me.
they don't
You
they
can,
don't believe in the biblical scriptures.
but that's the one thing about me, dude. I'm not gonna lie about that, man. So the
Well,
thing about that is I have to be truthful, which is fucked up.
well,
Which,
it's
but
yeah,
it's
you got a lot of that religious beliefs in there, but
but
that those religious beliefs don't belong in a court
I'm a,
system
I'm a
because
real
they turn
I'm a
their
real
back on the
like
religious
I ain't
beliefs
gonna lie to you.
when they do a lot of things in those court systems. The things that they do behind the scenes of those how they're ran and the
Yeah,
jails and a couple of
yeah.
things like I'll be real honest, as corrupt as it really seems, as corrupt as it is.
I heard that they went out to lunch before, ate their food and had a had a had a situation where it was like laughter and came back and it's like do we already know what we're gonna do.
Well, no,
And
duh, dude. They go to lunch together. When you're at work,
yeah,
do you eat with your coworkers? When you're at work, do you go out to eat with your coworkers, or you eat lunch with them sometimes, or you
that,
guys all
yeah,
talk together while you guys order food together or whatever? I'm just saying that, like,
I love how
typically they're talking amongst each other. They know what they're doing.
no one thinks.
This person has a 98% conviction status,
Well,
and that percentage isn't going to go down
now
because
now
they're going to,
98.2 or 98.3. Now it got a little bit higher, Bubby.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sorry for correcting you. My bad. But now
I
it got
don't
a little bit higher, man.
know.
It
I
got
don't.
like until like 98.5. Like, bro, you're pretty much walking into like the you're walking into a dragon's lair, dude. Bare naked. Good luck.
That's what I
Like you're getting
do. I walked in
burned.
bare naked
You're,
with the
you're getting.
Tupac shirt on with the middle fingers.
Oh, I mean, I did my little fair share of time, but I
Yeah,
was JJC. It wasn't really, but I mean, that's JJ, that's like juvenile justice. I had to do what? 15th birthday, 16th birthday, 17th, and 18th. It was a
4 years.
yeah, it was a minute. And then I got,
Damn, yeah, you did.
because then I had to go the fuck to a halfway house and shit for like 2 or 3.
So you had to
So
wait.
nah, fuck all
You had to
that.
come out
Because I
together.
remember they gave me they did not like me. And then
Well,
and
it's
then the tour. I hate the tour. I was wearing like say like this hoodie, like a Richie Rich hoodie. The guy with the Richie Rich hoodie. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Handcuffed, slapped twice against the wall. It's all on camera. I didn't do shit about it for real, for real. My dad was there though. He knows, bro.
I've had
Walked
my
in,
fair share run-ins
you
with
walk in,
authority. Like,
dude,
I don't know what it is. It's just they tend to look at you, and I don't know. I
because
think it's because somebody said the other day I got a purty mouth. I think that's what it is. It's my purty
nah, bro.
mouth.
I was being like, myself, like, bro, because they were being gangster as fuck toward me, so I'm gonna be gangster back, like the fuck. But I mean, I didn't deserve that shit. You know how people walk in and out the cell, like in and out. They locked my bitch ass up in there. I came out, dude. My shit was bloody. It was, actual. So they're like, don't, didn't he have enough? And they're like, nope, bro. There's pictures and all that. And I walked in. He's like, if you come back up in this bitch, like, you're cool, but if you do anything, like, there's nothing to talk about. Which I knew what the fuck he was talking about. Like, but I'm not gonna risk that shit. Like, so I knew I was gonna come back though. That's
I
the
think.
only reason I press charges, because I knew I would come back. Make sense though? My bad.
Well,
I
that's what
did.
somebody said to me.
I did.
Somebody said to me, I took something with me in jail, and they're like, "You're gonna come back," and I was like,
Mhm.
"Probably," knowing how many people
Thousand
are against me in this
they
valley
love
right now.
me.
I was like, "I'll be back," and then I did
I'm
go back,
that's
and
right.
then
Yeah.
they're like, we told you you're coming back," and I was like, "You already knew I was coming back." I
I
said, "They
give
already had a plan to get me back
I,
in
I,
here." I said, "Let's just get her in." I said, "Let's just do the second round." You guys call me preacher again,
I give y'all
and
$87,000 a year. You love me. Fuck
My
you.
second, my second go in though, I didn't spend a long time in there, but my second go in, I made it a point not to spend any. I didn't spend any commissary. I wanted to just do it out with just the meals they gave me, and
Uh,
I
oh,
won steak cake by playing spades.
nah, homie. You ain't going to. If you was in there and you played me and you said some gangster shit like that, bro, I'm gonna thug it out with you.
Well,
Let's
I just had fun. But no, honestly, dude, it was the
let's
best time.
play
I had a good
let's
time
play
with some of
that
the
shit.
people in there. They were
Listen,
fun.
stop
I had
it.
a good time.
Brother, you're dealing with a whole saw trap. You don't even know what the fuck they're giving you. Sometimes there's like, what's up, dude. There's shit in there that you don't even want to eat, man. But I mean, you
Oh
gotta
yeah, I
thug it
mean,
out.
but
Let's
you're
thug it
hungry,
out.
dude. Like 3 meals a day, and like they're not
I'm
that
not hungry.
big, and so
Did,
I ate what I needed to,
did
man, and then
hey,
like.
did people help you out or no? Yeah, homies help
I
you out.
mean, here and there, like somebody gave me a candy bar one time, like, and then I had a real cool guy that was a ranger in there,
Thug it
and
out.
he was a retired ranger, and he was military, and he was like a yoga guy and everything else.
Yeah,
But he
that's
gave me
usually
books. He gave me books
gangster.
to read, taught me how to make a pillow. He was he was awesome. He just showed me the ropes, and I can
Did
say
people?
at that point I felt like camaraderie. You know what I mean? And then I learned in there that I think there's more morals and values inside of that place than there are out here.
Yeah,
I do. I'm for some reason there's different code of ethics, and I'll be honest, man. I fuck with it. I was like, man, this is cool. It's like somebody found out
yeah,
you
yeah.
mess with
It,
an innocent person that's young, you're done.
yeah.
You don't live here no more. See ya.
More like
And then
like
somebody is
like
a snitch, you're out of
we
here.
don't play that like if you want to play like whatever time you're on, we don't live in fucking Folsom or Pelican motherfucking Bay, dude. By the way, so if you want to play that type of game, like we just gonna take this to kangaroo court and your game time. Come on, homie. Or come on, homie. Come on,
Yeah,
homie. Like
I like.
now you about to get
It's all
mollywopped, bro.
respect.
It is what it is, bro. And it is what it is, bro. It is what it is,
It
bro.
is. That's why you know what I
And it's
meant that
sad because there's
it was meant that I work at this job right now
real quick,
because the job I work at is with I work with quite a bit of convicts and people of like just like
mm-hmm.
the regular guys, they're just regular people, you know what I mean? And
What you talking about though? Like what you talking about? Like they did how long?
I
Type
don't know,
shit.
some of them did different. I mean, a lot of them served in the military, a couple of them served time, a couple of them.
Bodies and shit. Cause my homie
Yeah,
caught
some of them.
3 bodies and shit, and was we had conversations like it was like we were sipping coffee. It was kind of fucked up. It was just regular shit. But I mean, he had some fucking crazy stories though, you know.
Yeah,
But I mean,
there's
uh,
definitely some crazy stories in a lot of them places you find out from people.
and usually, and by the way, always Ohio. They're always from Ohio,
I can't
you know.
say that, dude, because I spent time in West Virginia, and dude, the
Oh
biscuits and
wow,
gravy,
bro!
biscuits and gravy were
Jay, you know Jay Williams? Damn, that's a free shout out, I guess, on YouTube. Jay Williams, or what's his name? He's the main #1 prison YouTuber, bro. What's his name, bro? He did like 7 years. He got pulled over for some walk,
oh man.
like you know. Um, his name is prison show, something prison show. Yeah, like something prison show. But bro might be able to help me out right here. The dude right here, homie. What do you know about
I got no clue.
Yeah. Um,
I only know like 1090 Jake and people like
can you
that.
do me a favor real quick though? You have a device to fuck with real quick.
I just
Can
shut my shit down.
I was gonna say, can you look up top prison shows? I have a secondary iPhone. It's cool.
Alright, man.
Fuck. I used to watch this guy all the time. I know his name, but I don't remember his channel on YouTube. Cause I have a YouTube channel. I was gonna say, you motherfuckers should start up some YouTube channels, huh, man? I'll help you out. I'm at like 1 point, but I can't even help no one out myself. Shit. I'm only at, well, I guess I can type shit. I'm at 1.8, some shit. I don't know. You could look me up. That's a decent amount. Like, I don't want to get quit, but I don't really be doing nothing but chilling and shit. I just went live a little bit ago. It's just my name, bro. Do you know how to spell my name? I respect new people, especially if they're not
Yeah,
like
Luke,
trolling, that they're like cool.
it's your Instagram name, right?
You guys has been cool, man. Nice hanging out with you guys after work.
Yeah, man. I'm happy that you added me because you're like, dude, I don't know about this dude. And then the dude was like, fuck it, give it, fuck it. We all take chances, take one.
Yeah,
That would have been
yeah. I
fucking
mean, you got to
good,
take
dude.
risks in life, man. Like I'm starting to learn to do that a little bit more here and there, but
What,
we'll
what,
keep
what,
it nice and steady.
um, after prison show,
Well, shit.
I have
I'm
my
gonna head out
iPhone
of
right
here. I'm
here.
gonna go
I
to
have my
sleep.
bathroom right here and all that. It's
It's
called
early as
after.
hell. It's only 6:50, but I've been
It's
waking up at like 6:30 in the morning,
word,
7, 8, being up. So my
word.
schedule is back. Right.
You
Hell
said
yeah.
you have to wake up at what the fuck? Yo, I remember waking up at what would the dude? They had me working at one point. My bad for holding you, but real quick, they had me working from what would the fuck, dude? It was not 12 from 12, but you might as well work me from 12 to 12, dude. It was 16 hours, but it was gnarly, dude. It was
Yeah, I've been
gnarly.
going to
They
sleep
they
early
they
as
had
hell.
one point, bro. They had put me in the sun, bro. They put me in the sun. They had a group of strippers. It was not a group, a trailer full of fucking fine chicks, and they're like butt naked and talking about come here. I'll never forget this shit. Come here, right? And I'm like sitting there like this. I'm dead, dog, in the sun, right? I got no chair, nothing. I'm sitting there bare, like just on my ass, at one point. So they come with a chair and a picture of like I don't even know some spike shit. That it was good. So I'm sipping that shit, bro. I
Hell
wanted
yeah.
to quit that job so bad that day, and I seen the lamest dude. I hate to be like a rude guy, but he's like he looked like Harry Potter. I mean, walked up in the and there's 15 fine bitches, and it's like I hate to call them, but they were fine young women, okay, but still rich daddy money type
How
shit.
young? So
But
I'm just kidding.
I never wanted to, I never wanted to quit a job so bad in my life, dude. Never,
Yeah. All right.
ever.
Well, I'm gonna get out of here. Good night, y'all. I appreciate
Yeah, good,
talking to
Hey,
y'all.
good
good conversation with
night,
you.
brother. Thanks for coming out,
I
man. I'm
followed.
just grabbing myself some food and
Y'all
heading back upstairs by the.
when I wake up, if you're up, I'll hop back in here.
What
Live.
about
Yeah, I might take a break here in a little bit, but I'm gonna eat something.
Hell
what
yeah.
about
Hey, bro.
yeah, what the fuck do you go by? K Y
Uh,
what Kermit? What is it? What you go by, dog?
Huh?
I go by Kai, and then he goes by Donnie.
I just go by Darko. You can call me whatever you want. My real name's Brandon. I don't hide my real name. I don't care.
No, no. You go by. So what do you go by?
I go by. You can call me DJ Darko. You can call me Donnie. You can call me Brandon. Brandon's my real name, but
That looks, dude, that looks fucking gnarly. What is that? That's mac cheese, dude. Mac cheese, an Italian mac cheese, right? Or
no,
no?
it's potatoes and I got carrots and some beef tips.
Beef tips from where? Just here. Maybe it's beef tips.
My daughter's mom made it. I stay with my daughter's mom right
That's
now.
a good healthy dish, dude. I was gonna comment on you. Thank you for letting me join. But dude, you have a badass style. You have a badass leather. I don't know,
Thank
man. You're a cool dude too. You have a nice mental as well. You know,
I've been
it's
through.
hard to find that.
I appreciate that, brother. I really do. I'm very grateful.
Just
Maybe next time I can actually see you and I'll follow you. If you followed me, I'll follow you back or whatever. But yeah,
definitely, man.
Kai's great people, man,
Huh.
and he's good people. Everybody I usually try to fuck with is pretty good. Sometimes they get into it with each other, but
I look at it like
try
this,
to, try to stay
man.
out of it as much as I
Man,
can because
I look
I got
at
kids and stuff.
we don't know each. Me too, man. Me too. If you don't, if we don't know each other from a can of paint, so to say, I don't know where that even came from. I should look that one up. I know where knock on the woods or knock on wood came from, but anyway, dude, real shit. If we don't know each other, if we can get along, then that means if we met each other and mm, it doesn't matter. We'd probably most likely be able to, yeah,
We,
figure something the fuck out.
I, I look at it
Mutual
as
benefit,
if you meet
mutual
some
benefit.
yeah if you
You
meet
know?
somebody and if you meet somebody and you kind of can vibe out. I think at that point it's like you've probably been tethered somewhere down the line in your other life. It could just be a brief moment or whatever it was, but
Touche,
I think that's how energies are
touche.
tethered and tied in. Is like that eventually your souls still connect here and there. It's like a written story. I feel like.
Yeah. It feels like we met like two, three, 400, 500 years ago or some shit. Yeah. That does feel weird. I don't know. I guess it's just chalk it up to like what you said, I guess a history benefactor at that point,
Yeah.
so to say. That's
Well, heck,
weird.
you're not that far. You're not that far away. Youngstown, I think, is only like 2 hours away or so. I went to school in Toledo.
Oh wow. Wow. My mom graduated from the University of fucking what is that called? Not Toledo.
Akron.
No. Yeah, it begins with a D. D.
There's Bowling Green, Akron.
No, it begins with a D. Uh, let me think. It's a 6 letter word. 6 letters, dude. She
Hmm.
probably comment the fucking thing. Dalton? Dayton? Oh, Dayton. Dayton, Ohio. Dayton.
Dayton,
Dayton.
Ohio. Okay.
Dayton. Dayton, Ohio. That's where she graduated from. And this is like, probably, I don't know. I think it was 88. I'm not sure. I don't want to say word. I don't want to say anything to mix knowledge, but you know, hmm.
Oh man, it's been awesome. Yeah, I'm just getting into DJing. That's kind of what my other hobby is now. Went through a bad divorce, went to jail.
Oh
She's
wow, I didn't
a
know
bitch. But I'm not
background
going to
story.
call her that. I'm just going to say my ex put kind of, I don't know. I would say that it was her that put me in a mental hospital because,
Wait, so you named two? Wow, what the fuck? Hold up, you're cooking. You just named three crazy things,
yeah,
and you
dude, I
like,
went through a lot in 2 years, bro. Like, I'm just saying, like, that's when everybody's like, hey, your mental's great. I'm like, listen, you have no idea what I went through, like, to get to this point.
damn, bro. Cause hold up. Because I've been studying human psychology for like low key probably like 4 years, dude. Maybe five, dude. So I know a little bit, you know. So it don't
I
matter.
dropped the phone. What's up? What'd you say?
I said I've been studying how like say if I'm like, all right, man, fuck you, all right, how the human brain reacts to that. Now, if I'm like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? Like how the human brain reacts to certain functions. It's just how the human psychology, like how human, and like I don't know what they call it. To
Well,
be fair, you can't figure it out. That's why I'm trying to study sleep patterns now, and it's fucking me up. Like REM sleep for rapid eye movement, but I'm just like it's fucking me up, man.
yeah,
I'm
the REM's where
sleep,
that's when you're gonna live in that astral realm where things come to life in this realm.
fully get
But
it. Fall asleep though on this side. You know how I'm like, if you lay back like this and you're like sleeping like this on your back, lay
uh
on this side. Lay on this side, dude. It's
usually
gonna
you start
help a
out
lot
on
with
your
your
usually you start out on your right side. I don't know why, but most people do. They grow up like a fetus.
make sure though, whatever you're, especially if you drink, sleep on your side. So if you happen to, curl in your sleep, so to say, you're not gonna, that though, from. But you went through mm, the big D. Mm, mm.
Yeah.
How long were you married for, man? You can pass.
So I was
You can pass.
I was married for when I found out that she was cheating on me, it was 4 years.
Oh, holy moly, brother. Do you know how long she was doing that for?
I'm hoping it just at that 4 year mark, but
Yeah, you might as well count that bitch up as one, dude. Fuck it. And for a mentality's sake, fuck it.
I just look at it. I went through a lot, man, because I battled some families. Like 'cause these are small towns around here, bro, and
Yeah, oh yeah.
let's
Oh
just say
yeah.
let's just say they called in some favors, brother, and I took it on the chin. I'm talking $10,000 bail for a misdemeanor. Um, mess with my paperwork, all kind of shit, man. Like people think there's not corrupt towns. Fuck bullshit, there ain't.
They want to get they yeah, they know. They know what to do.
Well, they called in their little favors, and they found out who my family was tied to, and then it just turned out to be like. Then I always had people playing around, but
That's issues.
I
And
found out who
I
her
like how
grandfather was.
Ohio is always going to be like that, though. Because whenever we have tight families, though, either you're super tight. I noticed this, though. Either Ohio families are super duper tight, or they're like super dysfunctional, or they're mixed matched. So it's like it makes like great battlefield for anything. That's why no one would invade the USA because we're so crazy that if you dude don't touch anywhere close. Like we're gonna no, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be good for your nah,
No, but
because we're all gonna make sure. Yeah, like that
you're
just gives us a
right though
reason
on the.
to
You're
do
absolutely right on
shit.
this. You're
Yeah,
right on the
America
dysfunctional shit,
never
dude. You're
it will
absolutely
never
right, dude.
ever. I put that on everything I love. It will never get invaded. Ever. I put it on everything I love, dog. Never. Ever,
Man,
dude.
you're absolutely
Ever.
right though. There's either families that are so close knit that they get along, they have great holidays, but
Oh,
then
dude. And
sometimes it
everyone
happens
oh,
where yeah.
go ahead. No, I'm
Well,
just thinking, go ahead. I'm just thinking your
but
logic.
I'm saying that yeah, there's dysfunctional families that for a while maybe they all got along, and then there's
Yeah, but
something that
wait.
happened. There might have been a death in the family. There could be something that happened that
Mm,
drove them to where
mm,
they're apart now.
insane.
But I do believe too that
They,
like do my families like it's half and half too. So it's like you could have half the family
mm.
quarrel having a beef or whatever it is, and then the other half still gets along and does stuff. And then you always have the ones that are black sheeps too. And I consider myself more of the black sheep because
But then you get
I mean
people like
I kind of left out of my family after everything went on, and I had some stuff I had to deal with, and then
I don't know
I
what
just
I consider myself. That's fucking me up right now. Wait, what the fuck do you? I wonder. Wait, what considers you a black sheep?
I'm I consider myself the black sheep because in a way I went on my own little spiritual journey, and
How about for rolling my
I
eyes?
chose a different path than going and trying to rely on my family's money and different things
Mm.
than some of my other family. Like my cousins, they get taken care of by their dad pretty
We
well.
don't live
Um,
in West Africa. Come on.
yeah,
Oh, man.
I mean I'm good enough to where I got two great kids. I ever
Fuck me.
since I was ever since before that divorce, I was never in trouble. Even when I went through everything, they were like, "He doesn't even have a speeding ticket." And I was like, "Yeah, like I worked for 8 9 years, you know, making some good money, and busting my ass to provide a life for like an ungrateful woman, I guess. I
Huh.
said, but in this way, I look at it this way. It was good while it lasted.
Dude, you're a
We'd
man.
made some good memories, I guess you could say, with some of the kids, with my kids, because they weren't hers. And
That's
the
why
only
I
thing I
tell
regret, the only thing I did was when I was my own lawyer, I felt I showed this valley that you ain't gonna fuck with me. I'm smart, way smarter than you ever will fucking even put your money on. And I wanted to make sure they knew that you're not gonna mess with somebody that's gonna fight back and
I'm
not gonna sit there and take it. So I went in, dude. I went in with Jeffrey Dahmer glasses with a Deadhead shirt underneath of a white button up, and like I busted it out, dude. I was on it that day.
I'm wasting the JD glasses, bro. Yeah,
I,
for real. Yeah, 'cause I mean in court I mean they'll do you for real. They'll do you dirty. I don't know if people know that or not, but they will like
oh, they'd already done that. Did it like they already were doing it
they'll
the whole time. Like
fucking up,
I was sitting there.
bro. They'll
I
put
spent
you ever got that makeup the makeup treatment where they do you in and they give you a few what you call digs in the UK accent. They give you a couple of digs, dude. Dude, oh my God, I got fucked up before and I got makeup treatment walking up in that motherfucker. That's where I called him an English cigarette. Well, I mean, just a regular ass cigarette. I got fucked up for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Called him a fag. I got fucked
I
up,
just
my man.
I just look
Bro,
at it as
just
I
a
just look at it as
man.
it was a journey. It was a journey, and I felt like a push and a pull from some things around here.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
my uncle finally called me. Um,
It's better to deal with it that way.
he kind of knows uh, he knows bikers more than he knows most people.
Too.
But
I
that's
know.
where I think there was favors called in, and then I think in my heart that I had a couple people that were from my family side that they
Yeah,
basically
don't
said,
fuck
"Go
around.
fuck
They,
around and find out if you
yeah,
want to, but go ahead
yeah,
and fuck
right.
around."
Yeah, you'll find out real quick. Yeah, and
So,
you're lucky that you have people on your side like that. But
well,
you're,
I didn't know that. I went at like at like this dude. I said I'm the most lethal. I said I'm the most independent
yeah,
threat. I guess you could say to because I haven't really taken
that's
any
the
sides to anything. Like I haven't got involved in stuff. I stayed
that's
independent, a family man, a coach, worked my ass off, and just I started getting back into
um,
doing writing and music and stuff when I was going through stuff just to kind of help out my mental health.
um,
And
hold up,
I did it to an extent where it was getting really good, and like even my therapist was like, "Dude, this is pretty good." Like, yeah, thanks, I appreciate it. I said I always
yeah,
had a
even
hand
if
for writing.
if you get a compliment by your therapist,
Yeah, I'm like, listen, 20 minutes into my therapy session, 20 minutes into my therapy session, she looks at me and goes, "Can I ask you a serious question?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure,
I didn't
sure.
fuck
What's your
with
question?" She's like, she
you.
goes, Are you highly intelligent?"
Let me
Are you
remind
highly intelligent?
you.
I was like, I'm all right.
You should
I was like, but
you should belittle me that question, honey, funny.
I
I don't
just
know.
basically said I'm dumb as a box of rocks.
If you're
Trying
a
to learn
male,
how to get
funny, I'm gonna fucking break your balls all day, bubbies. If
Fairy.
you, I
What's
like
up?
male psychologists because they're
I didn't see Fairy. What's up, Fairy? What's up, Mike Morris? And then Nomo Blur. Nomo Blur.
no,
Uh,
the main thing though is that here's in human psychology is what I've learned from taking what I talk. They
it's all
give it
bullshit.
a
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
like you remember back in remember like back in school because I don't know I'm 1991 so 32 33 ish whatever dude 91 June 14th 1991
You're a
anyway
damn Gemini. You're a Gemini.
oh fucking yeah what was that I don't know people say oh that's good that's bad I don't
No, I get along with most Geminis. It's just that my ex was a Gemini, so I'm like,
oh I thought
ah.
that
I even wrote a poem about Gemini.
oh
But
okay
regardless, but go on, man. So you got your birthday June 14th. So you're 6, 7, 11. What you said 1991?
I'm generally not Bitcoin
21,
fuck whatever I just said
31.
I'm
So
generally
you're a 4. I
hold up bro hold
think
up
that's what you come out to be.
I'm
6.
generally not, bro. No, hold up. Either I'm 32 or I'm 33. I'm that befuddled.
You're
You're befuddled.
31.
I'm
You're
a fuck.
31.
Oh my
So you're a
god.
4. You're life path 4.
Oh my god.
You're life path 4. You're 31,
31?
by the way. But it's,
No, I'm not 31. I'm not 31.
no,
I know I'm not
I'm
31.
talking about your life path numbers add up to 31. You're 4, though.
Oh,
So you're life path 4.
are you talking like the Italian shit?
No, I wouldn't call it Italian stuff. I mean, I just would call it numerology. But
Oh,
I mean, maybe an Italian
what is
philosopher
that?
or
Is that
numerologist or something like that.
you basically just speak Swahili and got away with it? What is Swahili like? What is that? What is that? Numerology?
Yeah,
What is
so
numerology?
numerology is
So
just
no,
numbers. Like that's why people talk about your angel numbers and breaking them down, and your astrology and like
dude, by
your
the
all
way,
your
that's a
stuff.
profession. That's a whole you numerologist, right?
Well,
You
yeah. I mean, I
numerologist.
guess you could call them a numerologist. Like that's what Tesla and stuff
Oh,
was basically.
you're a numerologist.
No, I mean, I love
That's
to learn and I love to dabble in numerology. I wouldn't call myself like a Tesla numerologist, but I do know 369 matters, and I do know that numbers add up
okay.
and numbers don't lie, and people do.
Well, I got King Tut on my shit, so I
King
could be
Tut,
a.
listen, King Tut
I
was
could.
born incest. Do you know that?
Yeah, well, he got the big ass
Well,
head too. I could be
I
an
mean, I'm just
Egyptologist.
telling you.
I could, no, real quick, Egyptologist. You know that, right? That's a real shit.
That's
Egyptologist. Yeah, for
listen.
real.
Did you?
And I'll look up how much they make a year. You'd be like, what? I'm
Oh,
about
that,
to be an
I'm sure they
Egyptologist.
make a lot. Did you know
Oh,
about the one?
yeah.
The one? Did
Oh,
you know about the
shit.
little girl that fell? Did you know about the little girl that fell down the steps? And then when the doctor come in, she ended up being alive after he tested like checked her out and she was gone. And then she woke up and her family said
I,
she changed.
I have no idea about the story, and it sounds like it's some heaven sent shit.
It is.
Wait,
It's really cool. So
so you talking about someone, a little girl, which I have a daughter, so I can relate to this. And she fell down the stairs. But my daughter's like 13 years old. My daughter would do a fucking backflip, dude. My daughter's like literally like a gangster. She wouldn't do. She's like John Wick, dude.
yeah,
She's okay.
my
But
daughter's
anyway,
into dance
long
and
story
stuff too. How
short,
my
so this
daughter's 9. She's gonna be
this
10.
girl fell. This girl fell. Got did she
Yeah,
like die
she
or
fell
no? Did
down the steps. The doctor said that he
she,
checked her and she didn't have a pulse and was gone.
she's
And then
dead.
when he come back in, she was sitting up like nothing happened. And
Damn.
then the family said that her whole personality changed. And here they labeled her an Egyptian priestess.
Oh
There's
no,
even a history. There's a whole history channel show about her, like they had on the History Channel about her.
no, but
So that he, she
you know
went
the
over to
motherfucking
Giza.
tunnel.
They
You
Yeah,
know
she
the
went over to the
motherfucking tunnel
pyramids.
that
She
don't
went over to the
exist.
pyramids in Giza.
They're like, yeah, these don't exist. And they're like, no, it's right there, dude. Like, you talking
Well,
about that motherfucker?
the,
That,
yeah, the older lady that
that,
said the garden's right there. The garden's right there, and they said no, it's not. She's like, just dig. You'll find the garden.
you'll find it.
She
It's
she knew where
right
it was and stuff. Like she definitely knew some shit.
that, yo, imagine someone just walking through a desert and just being like, yo, we're here. Being like, you know what I'm saying? Like, huh? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're standing on like a fucking dune, dude. It's like, no, like this, if you start digging, like, you know what I'm saying? We're underneath, like, you know? That's crazy to think about. That's why I got this on my hand. Because I got, yes, stay gold. But, dude, I had to get my mind thinking of, like, what's the illest shit? You feel me? I'm going to get the rose. I got the rose for Guns and Roses for whenever I go shooting guns. And then the Gemini shit, that's the Gemini, like the flower. And that's also my mother's name, Rose. But there's also a lot of other reasons behind the rose. But then I got the Egyptian pharaoh for my own reasons. But then there's this shit too. This shit. The 3 star, or you got three, well, you got 5 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. And then you got but that's for obvious shit. But then I
Yeah,
got the pharaoh. Pharaoh's cool as fuck though. I fuck with the
I
pharaoh.
can't see
Pharaoh's sick.
I can't see anything you're showing me, but I mean I can kind of understand like kind of why in my head what kind of you're talking about your tattoos, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then like it's a solar system. It's a solar
Huh.
system.
Man, I really wish
So
I could see these tattoos, dude. That'd probably be sick to see, but I don't know if it's because we didn't follow each other when you came in, but like it's just I just look at myself right now. What's up, Austin? I think that's my one friend from New
Maybe
Zealand.
if you invite someone else in, it'll accept my screen as well.
Usually, if you want to try to leave and come back, you can.
Back
Because
out.
I,
I'll back
I got
out
I
and
got
leave and
my
come
I
back
got
in.
my Egyptian eye, but
Facts.
I
Can I
do
see?
this for more protection. But I also got a lover on
Can
my
I
one
see
arm.
that though?
I got my
Because
kids tatted on my ribs.
that's pretty sick though. Can I see that though? Like the hand pat though? That's fucking sick, man.
That's my
Can you?
hand tattoo. And then I got some stuff behind my ears. I got my ribs are tatted up with my kids' names. My chest is my family crest, Jesu Pray. And I got my arm is the lover, and I got this one over here that's just my old. When I was 17, I got a pretty sweet tribal armband, but um, I got a couple more I want to kind of maybe add, but we'll get there. We'll see how it
Bro.
goes.
Hey, I'm gonna back out and jump back in so we could chop it up.
All right, man. Sounds good, man.
Be right
I gotta
back.
plug
Be right back.
my phone in too, though. All right, let's do this. Make sure Kai's not in there still stuck. Oh no, my glasses. No. Oh. All right, I removed. Now let me turn my camera off.